You've come into a world where there is no taboo subject, no rope to hold on, no way to know if what you're going to watch is good or not. Today, you're about to step into a realm you don't fully understand. Today, you're stepping into the Engaged podcast. For every first listener, I say beware. This is your last warning. We need to speak in English then, dumbass.
No,
tell me first.
It's a spoiler if we tell it in English.
Oh, yeah, right.
So, welcome to the Engage podcast.
Why are we doing this? We're gonna record it in post. We're fucking stupid.
Yes, and then the music will go now.
Haven't we done an intro for like almost every one of these, and then realized that we don't need that?
Well, actually, I always start an intro.
Yeah,
you
and
go
then
in with me, and then you're like, "Why are we doing that?"
And I love that. I know that those parts are gonna stay in the episodes.
Yeah,
like that's the funniest part to me.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
How you doing?
Oh,
what's up?
Pretty good. The school is almost finished, like in 1 month.
Jeez, are you making like an effort to speak badly in English today, or are you just out of it?
Oh, I'm tired, my dude.
All right, fair enough.
I'm tired. So yes, the school finished in 1 month.
Yep.
My English is so bad.
Your English is so bad today. I don't know what happened.
But people can understand it, I hope.
People can understand it. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Because you're so much better in the other episodes.
I'm not taking it really seriously. I have my attorney right next to the
You have what?
My tournament.
You have your tournament?
On my phone.
Oh, that's funny as shit. That's so funny. Oh, yeah, I love that.
So I might scream if my player win.
It's like how I'm playing. It's like how like I. It's like
what a start.
What is that?
I have a chemistry.
Oh!
Basketball.
I was going to say like, oh, my dude started to play Angry Bird and we were but then that started and I was like,
that was just a video I was just listening to before you came, and I was on my headphones, but I closed my headphones, so it switched automatically to my speaker, which was still open because man just went.
It's actually really funny.
But
so yeah, I'm pretty good, and you?
Pretty good. My life's going well.
Great.
I'm gonna get a new phone on Tuesday.
Again?
Well, that phone was... I bought that phone with the idea of replacing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a Google Pixel 9 XL.
Is it good?
It's the...
You're Team Google.
I'm Team Google, yes, but I'm also just Team Pixel as well.
You're actually happy with Trump winning the election.
What the fuck? No! No, you cannot say that! I can say that Mr. Beast is a without any proof of it, and we can explain that off, but you cannot put me on the same side as that fucking cheat. Alright? I don't want to be afraid of
It took you so long before you said that it wasn't true. Because you're like, no, we can say Mr. B, and then it took you like 1 minute before you said like, I'm not his friend.
Dude, I fucking hate him. I think he's a threat to democracy.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that high and loud. He's a threat to democracy. He's a piece of shit. He's a fascist dictator. Well, in becoming, right? Like, he's not that yet, but he's gonna try and be that, so...
Well, I hope the Simpson did not read the future with this, because I don't know if you know.
Yeah, because there's this
where
where they
Lisa
say, oh,
is like,
the damage Trump made.
yes, the damage
And I love
economic.
how, like, he got kicked out in 2020, and we were like, oh yeah, like, of course, that one was fake because he didn't do that much damage.
Yeah,
And
but
now
then
we're like, oh fuck.
Actually,
But the thing is, yeah, The Simpsons have been running for a long time, and usually that's how people explain it. But
yeah,
like at that point, Jesus Christ, that would be much more than coincidence. Like, it's kind of funny, like,
yeah.
'cause
It's funny, but at the same
every
time,
way you can look at it, it's so like the predictions, unlike any other like prediction stuff in other shows.
mm-hmm.
It's so specific. It's always
Yeah.
specific moments that are really hard, like, but that shaped everything going forward.
Yep. But I think also there is so much, but when they came through, it's just because they shot a lot of shot, and like 1% of them has been true at the end. I don't know if you get me what I'm saying.
No, I don't.
Oh shit. Okay.
Repeat what you just said in other words. I'll
Okay.
try.
They predicted a lot of things,
They predicted a lot of things, yes,
but
we can get that.
most of them were not true,
No, because
because
the thing is,
we
there's
don't.
a lot of most of the episodes don't like cannot predict anything. They're
But
not,
again, we don't know that they're not true because it did not happen, so we can't relate them both together. I don't know if you're getting me.
I guess, but a lot of episodes are like almost magical in some sort of way.
Yeah.
Like in that cartoon, like cartoon world is weird kind
What
of
are
way.
you hiding, Matt Groening?
We're coming for you, Matt.
No, allegedly.
Allegedly, yes, of course.
Yes.
We are allegedly right in front of your house.
Don't say that. Oh my god. I think it's worse than saying that you're with Trump.
I said it allegedly.
Allegedly, your boyfriend is
I am
Trump.
exempt from any legal trouble. I said allegedly.
Do you know there is in Australia a guy that told like a political guy, another political guy, that he was going to kill him in Minecraft, and
That's
then
funny as shit.
and then got
That's so good.
arrested.
That's so good. That's such a fun story. I love that one.
Yeah. So I don't know if you saw it, but people stopped telling other people they were going to kill them in Minecraft because of this guy that got arrested for real for saying it at someone quite
enough.
important.
So, before we get into the meat of
The
this,
episode.
well, actually, this is going to be our first two-parter, I think.
Yep.
Well, there's going to be some that are going to be multiple parts, but like this is the first like multiple parts one that we know we're doing. So, before we jump into that,
I don't know if you remember, I had a group project at school,
yes.
and there was a
Well,
guy.
No, wait,
Oh.
wait. Explain it to the audience.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah, they know
Start
it.
from the bottom.
They know. I think they know it. Okay.
No, you told me that the day you
No,
you
it's
didn't
an
record.
it's an episode.
Which episode?
The Casino one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Okay.
But it's also the rain one, so the audio is pretty bad. But it's
yeah, but
funny.
it's funny. Just sometimes when there's like a high sound, just like bump up the rain audio, or borderline add some over it.
had rain over. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Continue. I
I
can't wait.
have a teammate. Let's call him George. George.
Wait,
is-
didn't you call him a name in the other episode?
Well, in fact, I think I said his name in this episode.
You said his name.
In this episode, but it's only the first 9 minutes, so it's going to be easy. But yeah, I'm gonna bleep his name, but let's call him George.
Don't bleep it. Just put George in ADR. Just like when his name is there, just like put
George.
Yeah. Okay, continue. George, yes.
Yeah, George.
Oh, wait, before I continue, people need to know, the only thing I know from this part of the story is he told me he could actually get legal action going on that person.
Yeah.
So, I can't wait to know what the
Yeah.
fuck is going on.
Well, the legal action are going to come really fast, just like me, and
I always knew.
yeah. So
Well, of course I know, but yeah.
yeah, but you're my little bear.
I'm your... What, you're my big otter?
I'm your
you're
big
my
bear.
dog twink? I don't know.
I'm your big bear, but I'm the nice one, and you're the little
Big
bear.
Bear is the small... Big Bear is the nice one, and Small
it's
Bear
the-
is this shitty one. Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
you're my Karen, like bear.
You're my Karen. That's such an insult. That's such a good... I don't put that in my day-to-day dialect. I want that to be part of my insults. Like,
You're a Karen like
that
people.
like, you're my Karen. Like, that's such a fucking insane insult.
It's also not true, because if like we go to the restaurant and there is something like an error that happened when
You'd
we,
be more willing to tell
no,
than me.
both of us will be like, it's okay.
Especially since I work in restoration, I'm like, it depends. If it's like an error, like you bring me a whole different fucking plate, I'm gonna be like, wait a minute, that's not what I ordered.
But also we were just going to be like, oh, sorry, I order spaghetti, not.
Yeah, no, I want to
shawarma.
speak to your manager. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
just gonna say, I paid for this. I want this.
Yeah.
Just give me this, and we'll be all good.
But we're also not going to be mean to
Be
people.
mean, yeah, no, mistakes.
We were
happen.
just. Oh, sorry, you didn't.
A lot.
I'm sorry, you did. I asked for pepperoni on my pizza, not
Anchovies.
pineapples.
No ham, just pineapple.
Just a big pineapple, not even a pizza.
It's a non-cooked, unpeeled pineapple on top of like a cheese pizza.
No sauce.
No sauce, no cheese.
Just pineapple juice on the crust.
Like I understand. Like I love pineapple pizza, especially like there's like a Hawaiian Ultra they call it. It's like ham, pineapple, and bacon.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
It's not bad, yeah.
But it's really good.
I don't get the hate. Not the number.
I don't get the hate. Yeah,
Hate.
I don't
Hate.
get why people hate it.
Yeah.
Because it's like what, like your dumbass pathetic palate cannot like handle sweet and salty.
In
Like,
French, they say in France they say un palais de Doberman,
yes,
which is it's like we say like a dog palate.
Yep. The palate of a dog.
Yep. But yeah, George. George is the pineapple of pizza
Fucking
of our team.
take that out of the.
Nah.
He's.
What is he? He's the little. I don't like George. He's not the little monkey. He's just George.
He's the cardboard. He's the little plastic table in the middle. Doesn't have a fucking use.
Well, George is at my university, my college, and I'm 21, so I thought he was like 21, 22, 20, 23 maybe, but I'm going to tell you his age after I told you
All
everything.
right, perfect, no problem.
No, I'm going to
Tell your story.
Tell it now.
No, tell the story.
You don't know? You don't want it
It's
now?
gonna be a fun reveal. Tell the story.
Okay, so George is a little bit extra. Like, he does not get when people do not answer him. Like, we have a group message with the team. We are 5, and I think 90% of the message are from George.
Okay.
And he's a little bit passive aggressive.
Okay.
Is it in English that?
Yeah, passive aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah, he's that, and at the beginning I was like, okay, it's just a bit extra, it's okay. But then I don't know why, like at the end of our project, it is due for tomorrow.
Oh, okay, yes.
He started to be crazy. Like, he tagged one of our teammates in the group. The teammate did not respond to him because she's like 50 years old, a single mom. She also have a full-time job.
She has a full-time job doing what exactly?
I don't know, but
I don't know, but she's got a 40-hour-a-week job.
Yeah, she's a single mom too. She go to college, like.
So she's busy. She's got other shit to do. Yeah.
I don't know if it's a full-time job, but she's a single mom with a job and school, so it's.
Yeah, no, she's got a busy schedule.
Yeah, and
just say the least.
And she's old, so she's not very.
Well, yeah,
good.
50 is old to be a single mom, college and job and all.
Yeah, but she's not good with the group message or Google Docs.
Well,
she's
yeah,
not
I'd
good
assume
with it.
she's not that good with technology.
Yeah, and when I talk with her, it's mostly on phone. But she did not respond to him because she's not going to use messengers a lot.
And she's also busy.
Yeah, and then like 5 hours later, George.
Yes.
George is like, hello, is there any response? Like, I need answer. Can you answer me? And she does not answer. Then 2 hours after that, George is like, he calls her a parasite on the team.
What? He's the guy who's been doing nothing since day one. What do you mean?
He also was not supposed to be on the team.
Yeah, also, yeah.
Yes.
I forgot about that part. He's not supposed to be there.
We added him because he quit his first team because he didn't like how they worked.
Oh, God.
And
what a shit show.
It's this lady that was like, hey, you can go in our team. Like, it's all good. Then, after calling her a parasite, he start like saying dumb things. There's the legal part. He kind of threatened her a little bit.
What do you mean he threatened her?
Like, he said, just wait on Monday, the day where we go to school in this class. Just wait Monday, it's not going to be great to see. We don't know this guy. He might have.
That is scary.
Yeah, he might.
That is scary.
He might have anger management issue.
Well, like, also he might have a gun.
Yeah, that's the part where I
fuck the anger management part of things. He might have a fucking gun.
Yeah, and that's the part where I was like, okay, if I call the police, the cops, they are going to tell me like, okay, yeah, we're going to handle this.
Yeah.
Because it is not something you're supposed to say, and
so like, you're gonna see tomorrow what the fuck happens, basically. Because he said Monday, right?
Yeah.
So it's tomorrow. You're finding out what the fuck is going on.
Well, I just think he's going to be mad, or he's going to talk to the teacher, but like.
Yeah, but there might be something.
Yeah. So I'm going to be there just in case. But he said it at like 23 p.m. So okay. 11 p.m. And then like I saw it and I'm like, I'm not going to answer because I'm gonna get angry at him and I don't want to start some shit with him. And then he deleted what he said. But I screenshotted it.
Okay, good.
So I have the evidence of him.
And the fact that he took it back is almost worse.
Yeah. But also, we're studying in like human resource.
What? Human resources.
Yeah, but it's not a way to handle problems.
No, not at all.
Like if later in his job, he's not going to threaten people. So I don't know why he's like that. So the next day, like I go to sleep and I text my friend. I told what happened to her, and she's like, yeah, it's pretty weird. You should tell the teacher? And I'm like, yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah, I'm going to tell the teacher tomorrow. But, like, I answered him, like, the next day. And I'm like, listen, I get that you might be stressed for the project. I get it. But it's not a way to talk to people. Like, you should have a little bit of respect for anyone. Like,
but especially a 50-year-old single mom going to college and having a job at the same time.
I told him, like, it's not what's going to be in first position of our time in the school because she has other thing to do. And then, like, he just answered me, like, almost the next day. And he's like, oh, it might not be our priority right now, but it is mine. So, and I'm like, okay, it's still not.
You've done nothing to help since the fucking start. What do you mean it's your priority?
He's done even worse. Like, okay, and I'm like, it's still not a way to talk to people.
Oh yeah,
You should have a little bit of respect to everyone, especially that we don't know each other's. And then I go on the Google Doc. I work on my things because I'm like, I don't want to think of that a lot. And I look, and everything that was written is changed. He took it upon himself to change in his own word what we have written.
What you wrote.
We wrote. But, like, he changed everything. And now he's getting mad at us because there is missing elements that we said in the first time we wrote it, but then he did not wrote it back when he changed it in his own way. So
he made it worse than it was.
Yes.
And then he was mad at y'all for it.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Well, he's a little shit.
Yep. That's why I said he's not the good monkey George.
No, he's not the good monkey. He's not Curious George, no.
Curious George, yes. And yes, Oh yes, his age. How old do you think he is?
30?
Yeah.
He's 30? That's so bad.
Yeah.
How do you act like that at 30 years old? 30 years old and you can't even respect people? Like, what the fuck has gone wrong in your life?
Like, he... one time he was supposed to have a call with the lady that he threatened to put what was missing on the text. Then she called him and he did not answer and he just told her, text. Don't call, I can't, just text. And I'm like, okay, that's alright. And then later she's like, I tried to call you, you did not answer. I tried to text you, it was not working. And then he's like, oh, chill out, like, every people under 30, no one under 30 calls anymore. And I'm like, you're 30, stop that, you liar. There's an imposter among us.
There's an imposter betwixt y'all.
Oh my god. And I was fuming at him. But I kept my composure. And I did not... listen, I wanted so bad to call him Big Boy. I don't know why. I was like, listen, Big Boy.
Well, Big Boy George.
Big Boy, you can't threaten people and think it's good. No, it's not going to help the team at all. Also, the lady is pretty nice. Like, she's saying things like, almost like Avenger Assemble type of shit. Like, she literally said...
Wait.
Something, I'm going to change the subjects of George. I will try...
George, the 30-year-old asshole.
I'm going to try to be a vegetarian for like some months. Because I eat too much meat.
There's no such thing as eating too much meat.
I eat too much meat. Like,
I eat almost nothing but meat and I'm fine.
Oh, not me. I'm not bueno with that. another species. I'm not. Like I eat so much meat, and I think it's because of the meat that when I go like in a room looking for something, I enter the room and I'm like, what was I looking for?
No, it's not because of that.
But well, also
It's not because of that.
well, I'm going to try anyway. I try sleeping, it did not help. After the meat, if it's not the meat, I'm going to stop Mountain Dew.
Dude, that's literally just something you're gonna do that more and more because your brain is aging. Literally.
I'm 20!
Dude,
I'm not supposed
that's
to.
where it starts.
No.
Dude,
Not that much.
You reach your maturity at 21, and then it's a fall from there. It's you peak at 21.
Yeah.
Or 25. But still, like, you peak in your early 20s, and then you go down all the way there.
Yeah,
but even then, your memory is not as good as when you were a child.
But not that much. Like, it's really bad. Like, I'm at the table.
Dude,
I'm like,
I do that since I'm like 11 years old. It's getting worse year by year.
I'm going to try stop meat.
I mean, go ahead, do whatever the fuck you want, but I
also-
don't think that's necessary for your problem.
Also, I want to learn, like, other recipe without meat because I only know recipes.
Oh,
with
sure,
meat.
yeah. Well, it's
And-
always good.
And do some tofu or
I never
fish.
could do that. Yeah, but fish is not. You're going pescatarian.
Yeah,
No, that's not the same thing.
but I like to say vegetarian. It's funny, haha.
But if you the thing is, I could not live without a good steak, so I could never be vegetarian.
I could live without a good
I
steak.
cannot.
Dude,
I cannot live without meat. Final. I like meat. It just tastes good. I don't give a shit. Like, yeah, sure, it might not be the best thing for the planet or whatever. I'll do other stuff, other places I can, but I'm keeping my meat. I'll be the first. Shut the fuck up. I'll be the first to buy a lab-grown meat. I don't give a shit. If it's meat, it's meat. If it's made from a single stem cell that you collected and that you made grow into the shape of a steak and it tastes like a steak and it is meat, just not cut from an animal, I don't give a fuck. I'm 100% down with that. I will never I cannot just deal with the substitutes. They're not enough.
Well,
they don't taste enough like
I'm
meat
not
for
going
me.
to be vegetarian for all my life. Like maybe 4 months.
That's still a lot.
That's a lot, but at the same time, it's pretty funny.
I mean, give yourself a goal of like a month to start.
I'm
and then-
going to start like 2 weeks a day not eating meat and things like that, and then progressively stop completely for like 4 months. But it's funny, haha.
Fair enough. So I guess we should get to the episode.
Yes.
How much recording is?
30 minutes.
Oh my fucking god! All right. So
I wanted to.
the subject for this two-parter is cinema or anything that's like a video recording. So like series.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask series.
Movies. It can even be video essays about movies or like takes on movies that you don't understand or like just about like cinema and like just like the medium of video audio. Like
I think I have a good thing to start.
Well, the point of this being a two-parter is I'm going to take us through a day that I had 2 weeks ago where I listened to a bunch of movies in a day.
Yep.
Which were focused a lot on cinema and the art of cinema. Or at least my journey through it.
Mm-hmm.
So I started my day with the movie, the 2011 movie, Hugo. You know, it's the guy who lives, the child who lives in the
Train station?
Train station, yeah. He lives in the walls and like winds up the clocks in the train stations.
I never saw it.
You never saw it?
I did not heard of this movie.
This movie is basically a child loses his dad and then goes to live with his uncle to basically his uncle takes him under him and he teaches him how to wind the clocks up in the
train station.
Paris train station in like 1920 something.
Is it the American version of the dog that waited for his master?
Not at all. So there's the main kid, Hugo, and then there's another guy who runs a toy shop. And Hugo is good with mechanic. He winds up the clock. His dad was also like a watchmaker, so he knows a lot about like how mechanical system works. So his dad, when he died, left him an automaton. Oh yeah, by the way, spoilers for the movie Hugo.
Oh, the dad's not dead.
Rip.
Rip Papa.
So, the only thing, well, his dad dies in a fire in a museum he works at, and in that museum, he, like, the dad and Hugo are, like, trying to fix an automaton, which is a robot designed to look like a human, which does a specific purpose. He dies, and the automaton survives the fire, so he brings it with him at the train station, and like he tries to repair it. And then one time while he tries to steal like pieces, because remember he doesn't really have money because his uncle is not there anymore. Like at the start of the movie, like
he's
his
dead.
uncle, we don't know that.
Oh,
he's just not there, and like you get the feel that he's not been there for quite a while, and he survives by stealing food and like and he
eating trash.
He tries to get the automaton to work by stealing places from that like toy shop with like, a lot of gears and pieces and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the guy catches him, steals. Well, basically takes from his pocket a notebook, which has a lot of mechanical drawings in it, and of the automaton, which sends the guy who owns the shop into like a borderline frenzy. Like he doesn't like what he sees in there. There's a lot of like pictures of like the pieces of the automaton, and most importantly, like you see the face, and he clearly recognized the face of the automaton. While the movie goes like through its paces, we meet his granddaughter. Like her parents died and they adopted her.
The mechanic guy.
Yeah, the guy who has the toy shop and his wife. Which we learned from her that his name is Grandpa George. Yeah, I know, it's funny. I know, it's good. But still, his name is Grandpa George. And then, when, at a certain point, they're walking, and then he there's some stuff happens, but he comes to realize that she has a key on her neck that has a specific shape. The key is in the shape of a heart. And
wait,
one of the
a
part
key
that
or
a key, like
okay,
a key.
Not
And
the hole that you put the key in.
No, the key the hole that you put the key in is called the keyhole. Well, the keyhole and the key is in the shape of a heart, but the keyhole is on the automaton, which is it's needed to make it work properly.
Yeah.
So they start it up, and it draws a picture. At first, they thought it was supposed to write because you can fit a pen right into it, but it actually draws. And it draws a picture of a rocket ship, which is shaped like a bullet, entering the moon's eye. What do you know about like old cinema? Like the first steps of cinema.
I can see the moon with the face and
Yeah,
the rocket
like
ship.
the rocket ship, and then like the thing like there's like
Yep.
yeah. So that was a movie made by George Méliès.
Grandpa George.
Yes, you got the twist. Well done.
That's a spoil. Wait, I'm gonna bleep what I said.
They like because the thing is actually it's not really a spoiler at that point in the movie because when she sees because the robot draws and then signs George Méliès and then she like the granddaughter of George is like George Méliès, that's my grandfather's name. And we know that like that specific movie has like the bullet in the moon's eye thing as a specific thing with Hugo because that's the first movie his father saw. And also it's weird that the Grandpa George's name is on this because in that is something you need to understand. He strictly refuses any attempt she makes to go watch any movie, any video recording. So it's like what happened? And then they go to the house. It's only the wife of Grandpa George there. And they're like, we discovered this thing. What does this mean? And she's like, you cannot be here. Whatever, just hide in this room. I'll make him go, and then you'll be able to go. And while in that room, he tries to find his notebook because he still has Grandpa George still has a notebook from the start of the movie. Mm-hmm. And while trying to find it, they release it's like in a hidden a drawer
mm-hmm.
on the top of a
bookshelf.
No, not a bookshelf. The things you put your clothes in.
Yeah.
Wardrobe.
Yeah.
So and then they get it out, but then the chair that she's the girl is standing on breaks. Yep. And then it falls on the ground, and then pages start flying through the air, and then they see that it's full of drawings. One of them being the same one that the robot just produced, which is so it really is connected. It's not a random coincidence. And then Grandpa George storms into place because they made shit ton of noise. And he's distraught. He starts crying. He starts ripping up the paper. He starts acting manic. And from that point on, you see them trying to piece things together,
mm-hmm.
Of why he doesn't want to make movies and who he is, and then they find a book made by written by some guy who that talks a lot about him and his role in creating the way cinema was gonna work for still today. He is the grandfather of VFX.
Okay.
Any CGI you see is basically because of him in the
Is it a real thing?
He's a real director.
Ooh.
He made movies until the First World War.
Oh.
And then after that, nobody had interest in the movie, so he went basically bankrupt. And that's kind of the story they're going with. And then he uses the money he gets from selling his studio and most of the films that he had. To make shoes basically with them, to reuse the plastic.
Yeah.
And he with that money, he bought the toy store where he works today.
Okay.
So that's that's why he works at a Toys store in the middle of a train station, right? So
he's in Toys R Us.
And no,
Oh.
that didn't exist at the time.
Well, let's just think.
It would be funny in the middle of a train station.
I'm fucking back again.
No, but in the middle of a train station, there's a Toys R Us like two stories high. But it's a movie that basically, like, what's fun about this movie is that it basically explores the very start of cinema.
Yep.
Of what cinema was.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, just to put things in perspective, that was before you could, like, put words in a movie. Like, spoken words. Like, this was still, like, this was earlier than Chaplin.
Okay,
than Charlie Chaplin. So this was early stuff.
Yeah.
So, well, first of all, I finished the movie and I'm like, like, I wonder who directed this movie. Like, that's, like, basically a love letter to cinema.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking Martin Scorsese.
Who's that?
He's the guy, do you know The Irishman?
I heard of this.
Well, he does a lot of, like, mafia movies and such. But it's weird because it's kind of a children's movie. So it's weird that Martin Scorsese, like, does... Like, well, one that you will know, he directed The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, that's it. Like,
With,
that's the same director.
It's pretty funny.
That's really funny. But, so that kind of started a whole journey in that day of, like, wanting to listen to cinema that was a love letter to cinema. Or, like, just really good cinema by the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I listened to 2 Wes Anderson movies.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to the wonderful story of Henry Sugar.
Okay.
Which is a 40-something minute movie, which is basically a direct retelling of a Roald Dahl's story. He's the guy who made Christmas Carol, by the way, like who
With
no, that's
Scrooge.
Charles Dickens. No, that's not
Dick.
What would you know that Roald Dahl? I don't think you would know much of what he did. We'll need to check later, but
Say a number between 1 and 12.
He's a big writer, right?
1 and 12. Say a
What do you
number
mean 12?
between 1 and 12.
5.
10.
And what's the point of that?
I would have killed myself in front of you. For the fun of
No,
Too bad.
you need
Second
to
try!
you need to wait until we get video. When we turn to video, now you can do that.
Oh my god. We can put like cameras right here and right there. Then one
Yes.
Damn!
Exactly.
But, yeah, continue. After that, I'm going to say something about cinema too.
So the wonderful story of Henry Sugar is basically a man, like a somewhat rich man who likes gambling, who learns to see without seeing with his eyes.
Yeah.
And when he finally reaches the point where he manages to do it, and actually goes into a casino and wins super easily and goes away with like a lot of money, he realizes that he doesn't get any satisfaction doing that. So he opens like a lot of like orphanages and like charities over the world, and like so it's a really fun story, but it is told in such a fun way. It is told like the book does. So the character do that, like so they're gonna say a line and they're gonna be like like let's say like I'm talking to you, and then somebody barges in the room, and I turn to him and I say I turn to him and I'm like so how it's directed is basically like
Like you're reading a book.
You're reading a book, yeah, but the characters say the lines and narrate themselves at the same time.
Oh.
So they're gonna be like, like when like in a book, there's gonna be like the characters talking in his head, like thinking about what happened.
Yeah.
And then he says a line like between quotes.
Yeah.
And then it ends with like he said or like I said. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, they say that I said or he said or it's like really like the book. It's exactly the book. No, but it's exactly the book.
Oh.
But no, it's so good. It's so good. It's super well made because it genuinely feels like one take.
Okay.
It feels like watching a theater play. It feels like watching a theater script as a play, as a movie. It's so cool. It's so fun.
Okay.
It's really Wes Anderson. It has a lot of his style, but like this is the weirdest one I've seen from him so far.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. I love it. And then after that, I watched the Grand Budapest Hotel, which is also a really good movie, but I feel like you need to really watch it for yourself to get it.
I think I heard of this movie.
It's a really good movie. You're basically following butlers in a big hotel from the perspective of a guy who speaks to the now owner of the hotel, which is one of the which is the basically the new boy at the start of the actual story.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of stuff going on at that point in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And at the point, because there's a lot of stuff that happens, and it's really hard to describe as a movie. It's really weird to explain, but it's really good, and I'd encourage you to try it. But then I got to the heavy hitters.
Wait, how does Hugo end?
Oh, well, basically, happily ever after. But there's another whole part of the story that drives the story forward.
Okay.
But it wasn't necessary to explain why this episode happens and like why the movie's so good. So I left it out.
Okay.
It's a good part of the movie. It doesn't matter for like what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And then I watched The Black Klansman, which is a movie about the first, one of the first black cops in
America?
Colorado, I think. Like the first cop in like a certain city, where like he literally joined a black person and then sent a white guy to the KKK meetings. Like a white police officer.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously he can't go.
Yeah.
And like, you're basically following his story. And just a well-made movie about a good topic.
Yeah. Racism.
Well, the fight against racism specifically, but yes. Racism.
We don't like racism here.
Well, speak for yourself.
Oh my god.
For legal and personal reasons, that is a joke.
Allegedly. Wait. No.
I love how we're going to do a disclaimer, how everything we say in these episodes mean nothing, and we still,
when we say we don't like racism, it means something.
Yeah, no. Well, racism is bad, like, as anybody can say. Like, a fucking 2-year-old can tell that. Like,
oh my god, I like the way you can make a movie, like the camera angle. It's pretty fun.
It's so fun. Wes Anderson plays a lot with camera angles. Yeah. You'd really like his style.
But how they use the camera and the people moving. And...
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to see the behind the scenes of a movie, which is the next movie I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to talk about it a lot, and I think we can have a good discussion about this. I watched Babylon, which is a 2023 movie starring Margot Robbie and Brad Pitt.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. It's basically a movie in the 1920s, basically showcasing the golden age of Hollywood.
Okay.
What
time is it?
It's in the 1920s,
Okay.
and
It's pretty late.
no, it's
Early.
yeah. That is the golden age. They call it the golden age of Hollywood because that's where the big expansion came from.
Okay.
And so they basically go through the paces of cinema going from silent movies
Mm-hmm.
to movies where you also need to movies where you can also add music and voices and all that. Like
Sound.
that was a huge huge leap. Like no, dude, that changed
Yeah.
the industry like that. So you're following a guy
Mm-hmm.
who kind of falls in love with somebody who wants to be an actress, which at the end of the basically 40-minute intro to the movie,
Mm-hmm.
because
How long is the movie?
3 hours.
Okay.
So because that's at the point where the title screen comes up, so it's like basically a 40-minute intro. So yeah, as I said, it is a love letter to cinema as a whole.
Yeah.
And it kind of pokes hole in the industry, but it is a love letter to the cinema. It is a love letter to how hitting it can be. So you're basically following the guy who falls in love with the girl, and then he drives the dude, like the Brad Pitt character, which is Conrad or something like that. He's a big shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're a big shot, and and he kind of brings him in, and then and the guy is basically the guy who is kind of in the middle of all this, kind of falls right into doing everything he can and falling into the love of the stress of the work, because at the time you would record a lot of movies right next to each other. Because you don't need to care about the sound. It's silent movies. So you see how they were made back in the day, in a desert, with a bunch of wooden sets put up, and they're all recording right next to each other, and then you need you see how stressful and irritating and amazing and breathtaking what making a movie can be, and you see the girl become a star and fall into drugs, into depravity, and you see him kind of becoming kind of her pimp, because they try to use him to restrain her because she's kind of a wild card, and they kind of need her to have a good
side.
A good presentation.
Yeah,
of her
good
character
face
to,
for
a good
the
face
people.
for the public. Yes. Yeah. So, and then basically throughout the movie, you see how all the changes in the industry affect everybody, and by the end, the Brad Pitt character kills himself because nobody likes his voice.
Okay.
No, but he loses everything. He loses, he cannot have roles anymore. He cannot, he basically is kicked out of Hollywood at that point. He's getting old. He can't voice act.
Oh my god.
Dude, it wasn't a requirement.
At the time, getting old was bad. Morgan,
dude, it's still bad. A lot of...
Morgan Freeman. He's old.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
Robin Williams is not.
He's dead because he was depressed.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Everybody liked him.
Yeah, everybody liked Brad Conrad as well for the most of his career.
Well,
he was a big star.
He
was with some of the I haven't done enough research to be able to actually see if Brad Conrad is actually somebody who existed. But what I know is in the movie he's representing a the big shot, right? The big star.
Wait, at the end of his life, do people hated Robin Williams?
really, but he had made more like he had made less good roles in those last years.
Oh, do you think it's a
Because
reason?
he was depressed, yes.
No, it's a reason why he was depressed, or it's
I don't know.
what
maybe.
came first, the depression or the bad?
I think he
bad
was
movie?
always depressed.
Mm,
Like,
like the guy là dans une galaxie près de chez vous, pas Guy Jodoin.
nobody killed themselves.
No, but like there's someone in c'est qui joue dans une galaxie près de chez vous?
Claude Legault.
Claude Legault. Claude Legault is a big man in Quebec,
Oh yeah, he's a big actor. Yeah.
and I don't know if it's true, but my boss told me that he can't keep a partner because he's in a depression.
Yep, I've heard that too. I think he said it himself.
So I think it's pretty similar. Both
Yeah,
of this,
so
those things.
there's that, and then the girl who becomes a star and then becomes hated by everyone, basically.
Wait, was it not Brad Pitt, Conrad that killed himself because
Yeah,
no one...
he killed himself. But
Okay, but the girl is still
apart
here.
from that, the girl's still here, and the girl owes money to some guy, and then like the dude who like is in the middle of everything once again, like kind of like, and very important. Throughout the entire movie, you just see him go through the motions. He just does what people ask him to do.
Conrad?
No, the guy who's in the middle of everything, the guy who drives Conrad home.
Oh,
and
does he have a
helps-
name?
I think so, but I don't.
Let's call
remember.
him George.
Yeah, George.
The third
So-
George.
So George
Yeah.
takes the
the
Margot
girl.
Robbie character, yeah,
The lady.
like to the lady. So she comes to his house, and then she's like, "Oh, I owe like $80,000 to that guy. You need to bail me out." And then he's like, "All right, I'll figure something out." And then he calls a guy. He calls a few people, and somebody's like, "Yeah, I can get you that." And then while he's waiting for the dude to come,
Mm-hmm.
he realizes that the money the dude brought is prop money.
It's fake money?
It's fake money from like a movie set.
Ew.
And then he's like, "Oh, we'll just like go away and we won't hear about it." But then he kind of drags them to like a few levels down and to like basically an underground combat ring. And then he throws like in basically a cave, right? So there's like condensation, there's like water coming from the ceiling.
The pipes?
And then he no, it's like a cave. It's like
Oh,
a cave.
okay.
It's borderline like
They're in the pipes.
yeah. They just put it like a box ring in the middle and like,
Yeah.
and they're like they pitch him the money. They just crumble it and then pitch it to him. But then at a certain point, water falls on it, and then the ink fades, and then he's like, "Oh fuck!" And then there's a whole like chase sequence.
Yeah.
Which all made in one take. Awesome. It's so good. And then like he gets the girl, they try to run away. The mercenary the guy sends to him lets the guy go because he like, literally pisses himself in front of the guy. And then because Margot Robbie is supposed to be waiting in the car for him, by the way. So he's there. He gets like the mercenary is like, leave the country and never fucking come back, dumbass. And then he's like, all right, I'll do that. He goes outside, and the girl just left.
Why?
And well, it's assumed that she wanted to kill herself or something like that, or
Ew.
like she died. She's not alive
Ooh,
anymore.
okay.
And then for the end of the movie, we skip to the year 1953, where he comes back to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Goes to watch a movie, which is quite a direct telling of his story and the girl's story. Which is a lot like Miss Butterfly, if you know the story, where like an aristocrat takes a girl off the streets, and like makes her sophisticated.
Okay.
It's kind of what they're trying to do with her, but it fails.
Okay.
Like, hardcore. Like, she shits on she shits on the floor in the middle of a party. Well, she's, like,
The street.
She's
butterfly
psychotic. No. The name of the play is just Miss Butterfly.
Okay, yeah.
And it ends by him going to see the movie, seeing all those scenes that are very reminiscent of the rest of the scenes in the movie. Mm-hmm. Like, some of them almost word for word.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see pictures start. You see him start, like, over, like, heaving, like.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start seeing, like, scenes of the movie coming. And then you start hearing a speech that Conrad said at the start of the movie, which is basically movies are more impactful than you could ever hope to be yourself. Like, and, like, you see him, like it goes to flashing, and then it basically shows, like, colors at a certain point, shows, like, what, like, burning tape looks like, basically.
Yeah.
And like, there's, like, colors that start appearing, you don't even see, like, scenes anymore, and then it just, like, it stops going crazy, just full plan of his face, crying, movie ends. One of the most beautiful love piece to cinema I've ever seen in my life. It is more than amazing. Seriously, I was bawling when all the scenes were, like, coming together fast, and then, like, the speech is going on, and then, like, I was like, oh yeah, like, the feels are getting me, and then, like, you end on his face, like, full of tears, but with a fucking huge smile in his face, like, plastered on. And it's like, that's what cinema is. It's impactful. It's amazing. It's the only art form that comes close to be as good as cinema is video games. And even then,
yeah,
I don't think it's as good.
Do you think you could be in a movie, an actor?
I could.
I think I would be a behind the scene guy.
I think you'd be more behind the scenes. I think I'd be a good actor. I know I can act. Like, I've done acting before.
I can act too.
Do it. But I know I'm, like, I can do it good, right? Like,
Wait, are you saying I can't?
I've never seen you do it, so I'm assuming the worst.
I'm pretty.
Well,
pretty good,
I've seen you in plays, and you were okay. Like, you were fine. I wouldn't say you were great. You were good.
Out of 10, 6.5.
Yeah, 6.5 sounds good.
7.
6.75.
Okay. Oh my god. A quick detour.
You're really not bad. You're good enough. You're good enough.
Yeah.
Just you're not great. Like,
but I think I'm more of a behind the scenes guy.
You're more of a behind the scenes guy. Well, I'd be more of a frontman, like, actor.
A front screen.
Yeah.
But a quick detour. I was talking to a colleague of mine, and I was like, I like this job because people are good looking. They are great to watch. I don't look at a colleague and I'm like, ooh, this person is really not fun to watch. And she's like, yo, there was people not good looking in the team. And I was like, yeah, for real. And she named someone, and I'm like, yeah, I always thought I'm less good looking than this person. And she's like, no. You're good looking compared to this person. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, can you...
You see the pile of shit, you're better looking than that.
and I'm like, okay, out of 10, how are they? And she's like, a 2 out of 10. And ça se peut très bien que cette partie-là se coupe là. Puis là, I'm like, oh, and what am I? Am I over 5? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, am I over 6? And she's like, ah, you're 6. And I'm like, oh, I should not have asked more. But like, I was like, ah,
That's
damn.
already better than me.
It was a kind of a boost.
6 out of 10 is better than 1.
And I'm like, damn, that's hard. And I think what's great with me is that I am more charismatic than the other person.
Yeah, you do have like a bit of charisma.
I have a lot of riz.
Well,
Like
yeah, sure, just for fun, let's call it that.
I
I mean, you managed to get me.
With the meat talk at the beginning of the
With
episode.
the meat talk at the beginning, yes, I forgot. No, not the meat talk. By the way, how far are we in this?
An hour and 5 minutes.
Alright, so we should start talking about, well, basically what the second episode is going to be about.
Yep.
Cinema as a whole. Movies you like, movies you don't like. And since I've talked a lot, I'll
Let me
start.
talk?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
let you go first.
Well, first, I'm not really a movie guy. I'm more
go
of
into
a
series then.
guy.
Yeah, of
Well,
course.
I wanted to talk with you about something that we both experience. You know Netflix?
Yep.
And you know that Netflix sometimes cut some show out of their... What do you think about that? The fact that Netflix cut out
I
some show.
fucking hate it.
Yeah,
Well, because I love a lot of animation. Like,
yeah,
even if it's
animations.
made for children, usually it's good enough. Like, there's one that I love a lot that they did not cut. Which is named Hilda.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you watched it?
A little bit.
You should. It's so good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's
With
so
the
good.
blue-haired girl.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, not only is it so good, it's so fun to watch. It feels like sitting next to a bonfire. It feels
Cozy.
rejuvenating.
Kind of. When I watch it a little bit, I was
My
like,
troubles
kind
go
of
away. My troubles go away.
Adventure Time, like in the first season of Adventure Time,
Yeah,
when there was really not a lot of story and just like 10 minutes of.
But there's a lot of story from
Yeah.
the get-go in Hilda. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Like it's the good story of like something like Adventure Time, but put into a like more kid-friendly allure. Because I wouldn't say
Adventure
Time is kid-friendly.
More like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No, that's not kid-friendly, dude.
Oh yes, it is.
There are scenes where you see people beaten into a bloody pulp.
And Avatar: The Last
Like
Airbender.
disgusting.
No.
Yes.
No.
There are episodes where you... Yeah.
Not
yeah.
not
No,
the
no.
Legend of Korra. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes.
I don't think so.
At first, no. By the end, there's a lot of scenes that could go wrong.
No.
Yes. They are important to the story and they are needed. But I wouldn't say it is completely kid-friendly.
I
Like,
think.
like adolescent, like even like 11, 12-year-old, yeah, sure, that's fine. But like 10 and under, I would like...
Okay, I can
I would
get it.
ask a parent. I think any children, like any child can watch anything they want.
When
As
the
long as
parents-
like the
it's
parent took a look at it. So like
I can see.
if you judge that your 7-year-old child is like mature enough to see like those scenes and not,
But there is no blood in Avatar: The Last
There
Airbender.
is.
No.
there is.
What time? What scene? Do you have any example?
There's a few massacres, but
But we don't see people dead.
no, but you see blood and you see like gushing wounds. And
No. Okay, we can. No, it's not true. We
But
will
it's
have.
not super graphic.
We
it's
will
just,
have to.
It's
see-
graphic enough that I would put a parental guidance thing on it. You know what I mean? I would rate it like PG, if not like 13 plus. Not like it's not 18 or it's not 18 rated. Like it's not adult only. I'm not saying that. I'm
We're
just
going
saying.
to have to look at the series.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. I might be confusing it with another anime
Because
that I've watched
The
a long
Legend
time
of
ago.
Korra, it's like
I
pretty bad.
might be thinking about The Legend of Korra.
Yeah,
as
because
well,
Legend
yeah.
of Korra, there is one scene that is known
infamous,
in the,
yeah.
yeah, it's the an airbender that take out every ounce of air in the lungs of a
Oh, yeah,
a
they
queen,
basically, yeah.
and you see her die in real
Yeah.
life, and her
Okay,
eyes
yeah.
like
I think that's one of the scenes that I was thinking about, but I think Legend
that's
of
The
Korra is
Legend
a
of
little more
Korra.
bloodier, I think. as
The
well.
Legend of Korra is a little bit
It's more
more-
adult.
more mature, yeah.
Yeah, it's more adult, yeah.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to say that with that is that I love animation and I
Yeah.
watch pretty much anything that is worth it.
Yep.
So like even if it's made for children, like one of my favorite like cartoons of all time is Gravity Falls, which is
it's great.
It's so good.
It's great.
Have you read the Book of Bill?
No.
It's so good. I'll lend it to you. I have it.
Oh.
It's so good.
A
It's
book
so
that I
funny.
want, a series that I want to see on the television. It's Bones.
Oh, dude, that would be so sick.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be so fun. Hey, dude, it's so like because that's what people like don't understand about Bones. Those are
Yeah.
adult comics. Like,
Well, at the beginning.
no, even
no.
the beginning, they're
It-
talking about like taxes and they're
Oh,
talking
at the
about
beginning
money
it's
returns.
like 16 plus, but at the end it's really
It's-
like 18.
Oh yeah,
Did you know that Bones started in like 1991?
yeah, and
it's
it's
a
like
web
something
comic.
like 2009 or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's so, dude, I love Bone.
It's
so
great.
good.
It's great.
It's so good. And the thing is, like, they're the only, like, they are the only really cartoony looking characters.
Yeah.
So that, like, it
The
feels
others
so,
are like human.
because the thing is, like, it's a really important part of it because it makes them feel as even more, it makes them feel even more outside, like outsiders than they are. Because, like, if they were just all humans, it's like, oh yeah, they're just humans in a new place.
Yeah.
But it feels like they're not supposed to be there.
Yeah. It's crazy. I like that.
But so going back to
Yeah.
series getting
Gravity
canceled.
Fall is so great.
It's so great.
But yeah, Netflix cutting shows off.
Let's talk about one that I can't.
Final
I can't
Space.
Wait. Final Space. I love the show. I've been watching it since day one.
Is it still on Netflix?
I don't think so.
Oh man.
But I can still watch it on my my Yahar websites. So
Final Space is so great,
it's so good, but it
Like-
got cancelled.
but there was like 4 or 3 seasons.
3 seasons.
It got cancelled right before the last season. Like it,
no, there was supposed to be 6.
6 for real.
6, yes.
Oh, but well, it was
It got
cancelled.
cancelled. Not only did it get cancelled, but it got cancelled as a tax refund.
And at a cliffhanger moment.
Yeah, the cliffhanger moment.
It was so huge. Like, if you did not saw it, the first like 2 seasons, maybe even the half of the 3rd season,
yeah.
they had one objective, and they achieved it. But at the end,
basically liberating
Someone.
somebody. Yeah.
yeah, and at the end of it, end of the 3rd season, this guy died to save.
No, like in the first half of the 3rd season, he dies. He dies really quick.
No.
Yeah. There's like 3 episodes. There's like 3 episodes where they get like they finish getting the stuff to get him out, and then they get him out, and then he survives outside of his prison for like 1 episode.
Yeah.
And then he gets cut in half.
But basically, he got beheaded.
Yeah, beheaded.
Basically,
but still,
they'll-
most of the 3rd season goes like without the main goal that they were.
Basically,
aiming for at the start. Yeah.
they tried to free a god
They try to free a god. Yeah,
that
basically-
was on their
Yeah.
side to fight other gods, but then he dies. But they're just
Like,
humans, so they
really
can't
fucking
be
quick.
Yeah, But he dies because of them.
No,
He-
no,
yeah,
no.
he tried
no,
to protect
no,
them,
no,
no?
no. He goes to fight a god with Mooncake, and then he gets too cocky, and then he dies. Yeah, he gets too cocky, and then he dies. The humans aren't even there in that combat.
Yeah, they saw him
No.
die in front of them.
No,
Yeah.
they do not. They do not. They do not see him die.
I think they do.
They learn. They learn it from the architect, the Arachnian architect.
Mm.
They learned from him. They learned it from them, I think. But that concept is so fucking cool. The arachnids
Yeah.
building the web of
timeline.
time and space.
Yeah.
The web of time and space. That's so cool. Like, that's such a fun way to see the universe. It's so, well, creative. And this one is maybe the only one that truly has an happy ending. Because the guy is releasing a book
Yeah.
with basically a condensed version of the next 3 seasons of what they were going to be.
Is it a comic book or a
Yeah,
book?
it's graphic novel.
Oh, okay, great.
So, let me just go on shop, see where it is, because it might be on its way.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Because
epic.
the pre-order stopped on the 9th of October, and he said like towards the end of towards the end of 2024. So let me just go find it.
Yeah, no, he dies in front of them.
He does in front of them?
Yeah.
Huh, I thought he died.
No. Like, look. Really, like, he died protecting them.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Like, it's...
No, yeah, it is in the stomach. He is cut
No.
in half. It's not
Look.
beheaded.
Yeah, oh, look. Like, really easily he dies. Easily. Like, it's not even close.
Such a good series. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh, yeah, right.
And then the head floats in front of them, and
Oh
the
my
eyes
God,
stop
it's
flashing.
So good.
Yeah.
It's so fun, dude.
We're talking about a guy dying. Yeah.
Dude, it's such a cool visual, dude.
You're right, it's... I think it's the end of the...
Well, I'm gonna go to Final Space website to try and find it. Find where he's supposed to start, because we were one of the first ones. And by the way, there's gonna be about like 22,000 copies of the book made.
That's not a lot.
That's because they're never gonna be sold again anywhere.
For real?
It's the pre-orders, and that's it.
For real? There is nothing
No
else?
copies getting bought anywhere. We're gonna be some of the people who will actually like
Have a piece
have it. Yeah, it's
of legend.
Oh yeah, the ratings tell it all. 8.2% on IMDb, 4.2 out of 5 on Allociné. Yeah, it's
The Final Space?
it's rated 80% or more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's great.
it's
I don't
so
know
good.
why it was cut off, cancelled.
Tax write-off.
Uh,
Literally.
but they still got big mouth. It's not bad, Big Mouth, but it's not as good at other thing that they canceled. Or what's the name of the show? There was only one season. It's it most of the time in Area 51. The main character is a girl and a guy.
Yo, that's how it's gonna look.
Okay, it's pretty good.
Dude, it's so cool.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Of?
The show it's a girl, Area 51, a scientist. What's the name of the show? Yeah. Do you know it?
No, I don't.
There is a mushroom man. A mushroom. Grant, that's the name of the guy.
Mushroom. Oh, yeah. Inside or
Inside Job.
Inside Job, yes. Oh yeah, that was so. Dude, that pissed me off so much.
Yep.
It was just getting good. It
Yep.
was just getting good.
Yep.
It was so getting good.
Yep.
Because it was like a fun series for the first season, and then like
There was
big
2 parts.
twist at the end.
Yeah.
And then the second season was so good.
No, there was only 1 season, but 2 parts.
No.
Yeah, there was 2 parts for the season.
Okay, I'm fucking sorry, but no, dude. The seasons are called parts.
No.
Yes.
No, it's called season 1, part 1.
No.
It's like JoJo.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. That's not. No, it's. I will fucking beat the shit out of you. It is not. I know it isn't.
But yeah, at the end of season 1, part 2.
Ah! You make me mad!
I know I'm gonna sleep on the couch.
Well, at least it's your. At least it's you this time. My back is killing me.
The meat talk.
Oh no, we're both gonna have to sleep on the couch.
Ah! I'm being vegetarian, remember?
Ah! Well, I mean.
Shut up, man.
There doesn't need to be the meat involved in all this.
Shut up.
What do you mean, shut up?
You shut up.
You shut up.
It's een vendor. Een vendor.
Alright, that's pretty good.
Okay, wait.
We'll continue. No. We're continuing. We need to have 2 episodes. You cannot put that in, dude. You know we're gonna like. You know we probably would have talked about the FNAF movie at some point, right? You're a dumbass. It would have come in naturally.
Yes, but we have to get on in each episode.